What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another Deadby. Hope everyone's feeling good today. Alrighty then. Today, we're going to do the same thing we always do. Scour the forums. You get the drill. Yeah, we're going to look for the cringy. We're going to look for the even more possibly cringy. And of course, we're going to look for the just downright, everything's cringy. It's the forums. You know what to expect now. Anyway, guys, don't forget to do those YouTube things. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And also consider giving us a follow over on Twitch. We stream Monday to Friday, 7 o'clock onwards, PM. Hope to see you guys there. But anyway, roll the intro. Let's see what the forums have got in store for us today. This is a little bit of an essay, and guess what? I can't be asked. It's the same old Sluzzy, you know what it is. It's, going on about it. There's some peppering, as we're using that word again. There's some peppering of facts in there. Basically, long story short, Solo sucks. Survivor Friends is good. So I'll tell you what I did do. I replied to him, and this is my last attempt, guys. This is my last attempt, yeah? Sluzzy, last time trying to contact you, come on my podcast. This would be very interesting conversation and would be an opportunity to share experiences on both sides. Comment back, please, if you're interested. Now, this will either happen in two different ways. It'll get removed by the mods, which has happened before, or he just won't respond like he normally does. So, Sluzzy, come on the podcast. You've got nothing to worry about. It'd be an intelligent conversation. It'd be good. All right, moving on. Why do you guys do this to me? Why? Right, we'll read this one. It's a little bit smaller. Not much smaller, but it's a little bit smaller, so okay. Not much can win against this. All right, when versing a massive slowdown build, I've played against this numerous times. You didn't have to say that twice. And the end result is always exactly the same. It always is a bloody blood... Rambo 7. It's always a bloodbath because this killer with those perks and add-ons are so extremely oppressive. The game could never be fair when killers can stack slowdown perks combined with an extremely high mobile and agile killer with add-ons such as these. All right, the add-ons are good. We got you. I don't have to mention the name. The icon is so familiar. Also, this is all going off a solo Sluzzy experience lately. It's a solo Sluzzy experience. We understand it's hard at solo. We get that. And we're not saying that solo doesn't need to bump up. You can't keep picking on the killer. That's not the way it's going to work because the killer already sucks at Survivor Friends. So do you see the dilemma we're all in? I think slowdown and aura perks should be treated like exhaustion perks. Only one per trial. Jesus Christ. Are you trying to say exhaustion perks are once per trial? What's wrong with you? Dead hard can be used multiple times. The killer, no, exhaustion perks. The killer needs to choose how he wants to slow the game down. Through passively with ruin, corrupt, or aggressively with pop. Aggressively with pop. Pop does nothing now. Both is horribly broken when used together, and Tinkerer simply enables God mode with it. Yes! I win every game because of Tinkerer. If the devs want to improve solo and regular queues, which I agree with you on that part, they do need to acknowledge it and fix it. You need to look at this screenshot. Your screenshots never mean anything, by the way. Right, he's running Tinkerer, Ruin, Pop, and Corrupt. Pretty standard. He's, Alchemist Ring. Yeah, he's going the Blight. I gotcha. Sluzzy, what the fuck are you running? I don't know what that is. What is that perk? I don't even know what that is. It's an Ash perk. It's a Felix perk, isn't it? This guy's running pretty meta-ish. He's running like a solo thing going on with Kindred. Yeah, it's pretty meta. Pebble, We Are the People. Deliverance, isn't that Deliverance? I'm pretty sure. The fuck? What the hell did you guys do? Is it possible that maybe you guys were a bunch of potatoes? Yeah, and he's running full meta and just toppled you. He could be a good bloody Blight as well. First death and only 5k points. I now understand why you think the game is killer-sided. Yeah, dude, you guys completely got the floor mopped with you. Everything that you want, Sluzzy, is you-centric. It's all single-minded, all about me, and that's my biggest issue with you. You're not looking at the other side. I don't play Survivor Friends much. At all. Only like once a month. But I understand that Survivor Friends is strong because I play against them all the time. I understand that. I'm talking about the highest level. But also, I play solo most of the time. So, but I don't want the game to be based around my solo experience because the game would suck. Your ego is what kills you in every fight. Honestly, Sluzzy, I've never seen a scoreboard of yours that has been proven it's you that's over 10k as a score. And that's like, I gotta say, man, I'd love to see some game. You should share some gameplay of yourself because I think there's more problems in this room than just you and your opinions. Absolute. Is anyone feeling me on this? I'm so happy people are finally realizing this game is so killer-sided. Oh, hi, Sluzzy's other alternate account. You guys are killing me. I wonder if the narrative on the forums will change from killers being oppressed. People like Otz and Scott Jund are finally admitting it because there is just so little evidence on the contrary. I don't know anything about that, so that's interesting. Edit. I realized that I probably made that title a bit misleading. I meant it as more, not as survivor-sided as people make it, but as to be then straight up killer-sided. Oh, so you think it's straight up killer-sided. Okay. So any other evidence that shows that the game is survivor-sided should be ignored, but just because one video from Otz, which the stats he put out needs to be put into question, and Scott, who barely plays killer now. Not to mention, both do not have the most recent patch, and both are being paid to play the game. So they're, well, that's you ruined that. You were starting smart, and then you ended stupid. Otz and Scott are not being paid to play the game. They're being paid by Twitch to play the game because that's how they make a living, but they're not being paid by make us look good behavior. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and that was his tweet. Yeah, his famous tweet. On the contrary, you have to play as harshly as possible to keep up the top of the handicap, but you can still win sometimes. Yeah. You got to be an asshole to play killer. Absolutely. The intent was not to illustrate that the game is anything sided. It was to illustrate that killers have to sweat to impede survivor enjoyment in order to win consistently. You're as bad as behavior, just looking at numbers without context. 100%. Yeah. Exactly. His whole challenge that he did for himself with the 0 perks, 0 add-ons, every kill, all that sort of thing, was to prove that if you play like an absolute asshole, and I don't even know if it's playing like an asshole, it's just playing sweaty, I guess. I think we'll use that word. To win every game, you can win a lot of games. You can win, most of them. I think Otz did win most of his games, and I think Scott Jund won most of his games. I think Scott did it. Was it Scott or someone else? Maybe it was someone else. But anyway, yeah, it didn't prove that, it's killer-sided. It proved that the killer can still have a chance if they just play a certain style that pisses off survivors. So this whole thing is just stupid. You read into everything wrong. Circle of Healing is fine. If you say so, that's fine. I don't understand why killer mains want Circle of Healing nerfed again. You can't understand? Is that a question, or they already boon ranges small? They made the aura distance for boon smaller. They took the stacking from other healing perks, which was the most busted thing in the game, combined with it. So what's the biggie? The aura thing didn't. That was like to mask it, wasn't it? Because it's still very fucking strong. The range nerf was a placebo nerf. Here we go. Yeah, the nerf had 0 impact on the perk. Yeah, you can still use it as is. It's still a really strong perk. A free medkit to everyone on the team using it that covers a quarter of the map, and also like in the game, yeah, it would be like 2 floors. That directly counters multiple killers, Legion and Oni specifically, and directly counters the ability for the killer to spread pressure. Wonder why tunneling has become so damn prevalent. Yeah, it's definitely there. I mean, it's not any more there than it's always been there. And the only counter to killer has to do is to try and stumble upon it at some point, and then they can kick it, make it break, or make it disappear, and a mild inconvenience to the survivors, and they just go back and find a different totem and bless it again. Yeah, it's a mystery why killers think it's OP. Guess we'll never know. Yeah. Good on you, Tippy. Free, usable, unlimited times medkit. Yep. Your question is stupid, though. I'm not trying to make fun of you as a person, Melina. But you say, I don't understand why killer mains want a Circle of Healing nerfed again. The fact that you don't understand speaks volumes to me as a player. A player of both sides, by the way, an unbiased player on both sides. But the fact that you cannot even grasp the idea that a killer would be mad at that stupid perk it's probably not worth talking to you about it at this point if you can't figure it out. Behavior has to decide. Either dead hard is for iframes, invincibility frames, or it's for distance. Completely agree with this post already. 100%, dude. Yeah, I don't have this conversation enough. Just when they change balanced landing to only reduce drop stagger when you aren't exhausted. It is for distance, then remove the invincibility frames and give survivors a longer shoulder tackle. If it's for invincibility frames, the distance gain has to be halved, so a good use is technically rewarded by the iframe successfully as an expression of survivor's skill. That would be cool too. I've always said you can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You've got to choose which one it is, distance or invincibility. It's fucking stupid that your blade goes through people. It ruins it for me personally. This one perk literally, okay, should be 2 different perks. Yeah. All right. Oh, it's ruined. Yeah, I do agree. The devs need to decide which one it's going to be. And yeah, it could be split into 2 different perks. I did a Gims rant about this sort of thing a while ago. This isn't talked about enough. It's just sort of dead hard OP and what the reasons why. We need to talk about this stuff more. If you don't like being insulted, mocked every match, play another game. Okay. Ooh, Mandy. Oh, God, that picture. I'm never prepared for that. I honestly feel like the word toxicity has lost its meaning completely. Yeah, to a degree. Pretty much the only toxic thing is insult slurs in the after-game chat. Camping, tunneling, teabagging, flashlight kicking is not toxic. These are things in the game. I mean, I think clicking and flashlight, yeah, the flashlight clicking and teabagging, I think that is toxic. It's been a notorious thing. Like, so teabagging has existed since fucking the old days of Halo 2 multiplayer. Like, that's existed since then. Teabagging came out of that game, I'm pretty sure. So teabagging has been sort of a degrading, you know, I killed you, ha ha ha, sort of a thing. So that is toxic, I guess. But it's not toxic in the way that it should be bannable. None of these things that you're labeling here, Mandy, camping, tunneling, teabagging, flashlight clicking, I mean, they might be toxic, but they're not bannable because it's part of the game. So while I'm saying I don't enjoy being clicking and teabagged, at the same time, it's not bannable. I would never even bother sending in a report because I have half a brain. Do you know what I mean? And whilst you don't believe people are banned, if you saw how many messages the moderators get, I could imagine. And how many posts we have to delete due to people trying to appeal or complain about their game banned publicly, you wouldn't say that. Hate speech is bannable. Yes, 100%. They are temporary bans, but that do not show on their profiles, referring to Steam profiles here. Consoles have their own methods for dealing with hate speech, as there's no in-game chat for these platforms. We do allow a certain amount of smack talk, which is inevitably in only games, things like GG Easy. Yeah, that's fine. Baby killer noob, learn to play. Yeah, that's fine. That's you should never send in a report for that. Like, the fact that people are sending reports for that tells me more about their intelligence. As well as swear words are not bannable. Yeah, it's telling someone to go fuck themselves is not bannable. These are part of online multiplayer games, 100%. And yes, people do report these type of comments. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with her. Yeah, 100%. I don't agree with her that saying that those things aren't toxic. I think they can all go under the toxic umbrella, but toxic doesn't inherently mean bannable. People need to get grips. It's 2021, 2022, it's leading into a fucking just a... Oh, God. Soft people. If you get told to go fuck yourself, it's kind of funny, really. But yeah, as Mandy has clearly said, I can't believe I'm agreeing with her. She's been on fire lately, by the way. As she's saying, it's been in video games since video games. It's always existed. There's always been banter. I remember playing Mario Kart 64 battle mode and playing with, you know, my older brother's friends, and we were so fucking heated in that game. And then you became a little bomb and you got to target people and used to gang up on people. Yeah, it was hardcore shit, man. And there was banter flying out the window. People have gotten soft. That's honestly how I would answer this. Sorry for the long rant. The Q&A indeed. Okay, this was bad English, but I think you're saying that players have no confidence in the dev Q&A answering their questions. Here's my problem with that, right? Not everyone's going to have their question answered. And because of that, people are going to have their fees hurt. I say fees because it's supposed to... Not everyone's going to have their questions answered, and then they're going to take to the forums and whinge about it even more. Thing is, they don't have time for everyone's questions. They will answer the most liked comments, which you guys have put out on Twitter for them. But at the same time, I see questions like, when is Jake going to get more cosmetics? When is this? And then they get all the likes. So at the same time, is it the devs to blame? Or is it us, the community, who are not on the same page? If we asked them nothing but important questions and liked the ones that were super important, then maybe we would force them into answering those questions. But until then, you can't get upset that your question didn't get answered. Your fees don't matter. The game's health matters. That's my opinion. But anyway, guys, that was Deadby this week. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to do all the YouTube things, like, share, and subscribe. Share with everyone, your nan, everyone. I don't care. Share with everyone. Get this. Come on. Push it up. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you next week for more DVD and possibly some, what's it called? Outlast? Yeah, because we finished that Alien Isolation. That was awesome, by the way. Awesome game. Yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later. Timmy?